I'm going to do a review of the 2017 Mitch Rapp novel Enemy of the State, and a disclaimer not to be confused by the same name of the film starring Will Smith and Gene Hackman. Two different plots altogether. This was released at the same year of the American Assassin film, which starred Dylan O'Brien. And as I think I've said before in my previous reviews, I, I quite like that movie. Now, what I really also like is this is the the Aussie UK cover of Enemy of the State, which I quite really like. Now, the plot of the book this is not sort of one of America's greatest moments. After 9/11, they struck a deal with Saudi Arabia to stop the terrorists. And they leave it up to King Faisal to stop the any sort of Arab Arab people associated with the tragedy. They discover that one of Prince Faisal's nephews is responsible for giving funds to ISIS. President Alexander wants to send Prince King Faisal a message, and that's Mitch Rapp. He resigns from the CIA and assembles a crack unit of rogues to send that message. Then the head of the intelligence directorate of Saudi Arabia sets up a manhunt on him. This changes everything. Mitch ends up being on the run with his crew, with no backup from his regular CIA associates. He has to take on the conspiracy and clear himself. I think, for some reason, in my view, it kind of reminded me of the films The Dirty Dozen and Mission Impossible. The awesome thing is, Kyle gets off the beaten track and changes the course of the Mitch Rapp saga forever. Sometimes, like, when authors change the saga, the courses, certain plots, sometimes they don't work, sometimes they're a disaster, but here, this works just brilliantly. There's a lot of action and locations. Some he may or not have been visited before in previous novels, but there are other sort of countries that have been visited for the first time. It's a great continuation. There's a lot of intrigue, great action, and I personally really liked it. Probably, maybe this would be my second favourite Mitch Rapp novel compared to Consent to Kill. There's some old characters introduced and some new characters introduced, and it just works together just brilliantly. And this is where I think Kyle Mills really hits its stride. I like how the length of the book and the moments where you don't see coming. It was just it was just really, really, really good. Definitely check out Enemy of the State, and it's another example of why Cole Mills is doing a great job. I know there's going to be another Cole Mills Mitch Rapp novel. The name, I know the name, but I've drawn a bit of a blank, sorry guys, but it's coming out later this year, and it's going to be the last Cole Mills novel. And then after the year after that, author Don Bentley, who is really, really good too. I did review one of his books in my other videos, and I really enjoyed that. He's going to take over, and I think he's going to do as good, if not better, than Cole Mills. No offense, Kyle. Like and subscribe to my channel, and also find me as the voice of the website and YouTube channel, The Best Thriller Books. It's always frequently updated with great book recommendations. Take care, all.